of the pack as we're set to kick off another exciting Saturday night of short track racing action in the Big A in Plattsburgh. Here they come off turn number 4, green flag. Craig Ormsby bobbles into turn number 1, gets on the hammer off the second turn. You can see the rear end kick out a little bit on that 0 car. Craig Reel hanging right with him on the outside as they run wheel to wheel into the 4th turn. Ormsby way up the track. Craig Reel had to get on the binders. Then Ormsby zero's in trouble. George Foley hammers him, and we're going to have a yellow flag. Ormsby's car would not turn. It pushed right up the rail. He is retired in the qualifier to the infield, and we're ready to roll again. 1 lap showing complete. They're on the hammer. Here they come off turn 4. Green flag. Richard Tesseur out front with a 49. Vince Quinville looking to the inside. Lights up that right rear tire a little bit, but he'll trail by 2 car lengths down the backstretch. Here's Patrick Dupree. Dupree looking to the inside of Michel Vienne, racing into the 4th turn. Running in the 3rd spot, it is Mike Riel in the 0-2. Dupree up to 4th with the Saranac Country Store number 24. Running in the 5th position, it's Michel Vienne. At Airborne in the modified division, we have 2 father and son combinations. One of them is in this qualifier. Mike Riel in the 0-2, and his son, Craig Riel, in the CO2, who is running right now in the 6th position. And we also have Michel Vienne, who drives the number 46. He is the father of Maxime Vienne, who drives the number 25 in the Ernie's Discount Tools modified racing division. Out front, it's Richard Tesseur, and he is leading by 7 car lengths over the 78 of Vince Quinville. 3rd is Mike Riel in the 0-2. He's holding off Patrick Dupree, who runs in the 4th spot with the Saranac Country Store 24. Then it's a good gap back to Michel Vienne in the number 46. Halfway in this first qualifier. Tesseur continues to increase the lead, working smoothly through turns 1 and 2. Almost a half backstretch advantage now over Vince Quinville in the number 78. Mike Riel continues to run solid in the 3rd spot. He's got a margin of about 3 car lengths right now over Patrick Dupree. Of course, Mike Riel was involved in a wreck last Saturday night, coming to take the green flag that piled up about 5 modifieds right here along the front stretch. They put a lot of hours into that car. Mike said they had the car pretty well apart Monday morning, and then Tuesday they received the parts that they needed to fix that car, get it back out here on the Speedway tonight. And by Tuesday evening, the 0-2 was back in one piece. But they said they spent a lot of money this week trying to get that 0-2 modified back out on the racetrack. He's running well in the 3rd spot. He said that these cars change a lot with the sun out. And then later on, when they'll run their feature event at night, there's a big change in the setup on the cars. They tend to get much more loose with the sun down. White flag out on the racetrack. Richard Tesseur, half backstretch lead over Vince Quinville. 3rd, the 0-2 of Mike Riel. Patrick Dupree trying to size him up, looking down to the inside. Bryant Trim off the pace. He'll pull down to the infield. Checkered flag is in hand, and the first qualifier goes to Richard Tesseur. 2nd is Vince Quinville. 3rd is Mike Riel. 4th is the pistol Patrick Dupree. Running in the 5th spot is Michel Vienne. 6th to Craig Riel with the 0. Or number 4 from Chazy, it is Leon Gagnon. And shotgun on the field from Joliet, Quebec. The JM Racing 1 Quebec for Pierre Berthiaume. That's the field. Green flag. Field boxes up a little bit down on the inside. There goes Chris Kaye from the outside of row number 1 to the point. Andy Haywood moving with him with that number 80 machine, working on the outside. There goes Pat McGrail with the number 10, trying to get to the outside of Jason Bruno's number 623. Chris Kaye is the race leader. Bruno works a middle line into turn number 1, now comes back down to the inside. Pat McGrail trying to get around. He almost goes off the racetrack. Good move by Leon Gagnon in the 4. There goes the Brandon Bandit Don Scarborough to the inside. He's got 3rd away from Bruno. They're 3 wide coming into turn 4. The 6 of Chad Blair got boxed around. Look at that move by Pierre Berthiaume along the front stretch, diving down to the inside to get running room. The 10 of Pat McGrail boxed behind the 623, looked to the outside, but the 10 didn't appear to be too hooked up working the rim. Out front, it's Chris Kaye starting to cook the field. His lead is about 9 car lengths over the Gayosa Wine and Spirits number 80 for Andy Haywood. 3rd is the 11 for Don Scarborough. 4th, Leon Gagnon in the number 4. Gagnon trying to close in on the 11 car. Pat McGrail right now running in the 5th spot. Jason Bruno back to 6th with the 623. Then it's Pierre Berthiaume in the number 1 out of Joliet, Quebec, as he looks to the outside of the 623 along the front stretch and into turn 1. They box it up. The 623 and the 1 coming together in turn number 1. Now off turn 2 down the backstretch. Berthiaume is able to power past. Halfway home for Chris Kaye in the number 18. Andy Haywood still running in that 2nd spot. Don Scarborough holding down third. Fourth is Leon Gagno. And then it's tight racing for spots 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Scarborough looking to the inside of Andy Haywood. Scarborough in the Rouse Tire Sales number 11 modified. Hammer down to the inside, moving through as he goes to third. Haywood tried to come back down to the inside, just barely nicked that back bumper of Leon Gagno's number 4. Gagno was able to keep the ship pointed in the right direction, and he's running in that third spot. Haywood runs fourth. Fifth is Bertium. Sixth is Jason Bruno. Running in the seventh spot is the 25 of Max Vienne. Pat McGrail, the number 10, not up to speed. He finished third last week, but that McGrail 10 is off the pace. 2 laps to go for Chris Kaye, who's got a half-track advantage over second-place runner Don Scarborough. Kaye is a low-buck campaigner in this division, and to see him running this well out front in the qualifier is testimony. It certainly makes you feel good to see one of those low-buck campaigners running well, running strong, and out front as he takes the white flag. Scarborough in the second spot, Gagno running third, Bertium fourth, and Haywood rounding out the top 5. Battle for 6. Max Vienne had the left side tires right down to the infield, trying to find room around Jason Bruno. All right, here he comes. He's going to get the job done. Chris Kaye wins qualifier number 2. Don Scarborough to second. Leon Gagno third. Fourth, Pierre Bertium. Andy Haywood fifth. 6th, Jason Bruno. 7th, Max Vienne. Truck Center number 90. That is Martin Roy. And shotgun on the field in the number 38. It's Josh Carson. That's the field. Green flag. Out front, Jason Durgan with the 17. Keep an eye on the 90, working the rim. That's a place where he likes to run around this racetrack. Martin Roy working the outside of Todd Ormsby. Now trying to find room around the 3 of Andy Powell. He'll take it right up against the wall and go all the way to third. From 8th to 3rd, pretty much on that lap. There's Jason Durgan running out front. Greg Atkins is running second. Martin Roy continues to run around the top of the racetrack. In one lap, he goes from 8th to 3rd, and now he's trying to get to that second spot on lap number 2. That's where he is. Jason Durgan shows the way with the Key RD Trailer Sales 17, but look who's right behind him already, knocking on the door, sizing him up, and about to try to pick him off. We're looking to the outside, the Gamache Truck Center number 90. Durgan holding him off for now. The lead is about a half car length to the stripe. Martin Roy looks to the outside, now looks down to the inside. Durgan uses a higher line off 2. Martin Roy says, fine, we'll try the inside. Durgan holds him off into 3. They race into turn number 4. Jason Durgan still the race leader, working a middle line, making it difficult for Martin Roy to find a way around. Martin Roy again powers down to the inside off turn number 2. Gets the front wheels underneath the 17. Durgan holds him off into the 3rd turn. Again, Martin Roy will come back after him. No, Durgan's going to take that lower line away, take it up against the wall as they drag race down to turn number 1. Jason Durgan trying to hold off the 90 of Martin Roy. He's done it through 5 laps, but Martin Roy continues to look high now, this time into turn number 4. Working up near the top of the racetrack, Durgan again doing a nice job of making that modified hold the point. Leading by a car length over the 90 of Martin Roy. Running in the 3rd spot is Atkins in the 1. 4th is Andy Powell in the 3. 5th is Mike Wells in the 76. Jason Durgan taking it again up against the wall, taking away some of that momentum of the 90 of Martin Roy. Roy running right in tow behind him, looking down to the inside, now going to the outside down the backstretch, right on the back bumper into turn number 3. Can't find a way around. Popsicle sticks are out this time for Jason Durgan. 2 laps to go for the Durgan 17. Martin Roy continues to look inside, outside, running right up behind him. Has not been able to maneuver around that 17. Again, there's another modified when running out front that can run with anybody, and Jason Durgan's proven it right now. White flag is out for Durgan. Martin Roy again looking to the inside in turn number 2. Durgan holds him off. Roy had to get on the binders. Durgan leads by 2 car lengths coming into the final set of turns. Here they come off the 4th turn. They'll race down to the stripe. Jason Durgan gets it done. Martin Roy finishes in the 2nd spot. 3rd goes to the 1 of Greg Atkins. 4th to Andy Powell in the 3. 5th to Mike Wells in the 76. Then it's Wash 19. That's Jamie Begor. And it's Bucko Branham in car number 20. He'll start 7th on the grid. Mike Shagnon, the number 86, will start 8th. And shotgun to the field in the 56, it's Casey St. Clair. 9 cars, first qualifier for the J&S Steel Sportsman. Atkins in trouble with a 68. Here comes Bill Sawyer to the inside as they were 3 wide off the 2nd turn. Out front It is Nick Lagoy with the Jefford Steel 96. Again, they're 3 wide through 3 and 4. Nick Haywood working the rim on the outside, taking it up against the wall with the 29 car. And at the stripe, almost dead even with Bill Sawyer for that second spot. Nick Lagoy shows the way. New and improved numbers on the 96 this week. We can actually see them clearly up here in the tower, and that's always appreciated. Nick Lagoy leading by 6 car lengths over the 39 of Bill Sawyer. Running third is the 29 of Nick Haywood. Running in the 4th spot, Jamie Begor with a 19. Side by side for 5th on the inside, Jimmy Bushy's going to take that 5th position. Here comes Bucko Branham through to the 6th spot. Jamie Atkins sliding back to the 7th position with the number 68. Back of the pack, it is Mike Shagnon with the 86. Out front, young Nick Lagoy showing the way with his Jefford Steel 96. And then it is Bill Sawyer with the 39 running in second. Closing in, though, on Sawyer. Nick Haywood in the 29, Jamie Begor with a 19. Begor trying to contest that 3rd spot with the Haywood number 29 car. Bucko Branham also on the move. He's working to the outside of Jimmy Bushy's number 11 as they race for the 5th position. Side by side racing for 3rd. Give that 3rd spot to Jamie Begor coming through on the inside. Back to 4th goes the Haywood number 29. 5th is Branham with the number 20. Running in the 6th spot, it's Jimmy Bushy with car number 11. And then several car lengths back to the 68 of Jamie Atkins. Bill Sawyer's 39 darted right up towards the wall off the 4th turn. Jamie Begor not quite close enough to take advantage of that bobble off turn number 4. He's trying to close in, though, down the backstretch. Nick Lagoy's lead is 5 car lengths over the 39 of Bill Sawyer. Jamie Begor is about a half car length back of Sawyer's bumper, running in 3rd. 4th, it is Bucko Branham with the Bud Light number 20. Running in the 5th position, it's the 11 of Jimmy Bushy as he tries to move to the inside of Nick Haywood's 29 car. Haywood fighting the handling with that number 29, and Bushy right now has the 5th position moving through on the inside. Lagoy driving high off turn number 4. Bill Sawyer following that line. Jamie Begor sticking down to the bottom as he'll try to take 2nd away now on the inside. Begor with the 19, Sawyer with the 39. You can see Sawyer get a good run off the top of the racetrack coming off of turn number 2. Now Begor fighting back on the inside as they race into turn number 4. 2 laps to go for Nick Lagoy, the 96. At the stripe, Jamie Begor getting that inside line to come through for him. He's to the 2nd spot. The 20 of Bucko Branham. Begor sliding, though, up off turn number 2. Lost a lot of momentum. The 39 of Sawyer closed quickly, as did the 20 of Bucko Branham. White flag out this time for the 96 of Nick Lagoy. Lagoy showing the way. Begor in that 2nd spot. Looking outside. Better be careful. Here comes the 20 of Bucko Branham. He can get to the inside and take that 2nd spot away. They race for the final time in the qualifier into turns 3 and 4. Here they come off the 4th turn. Checkered flag is out, and it's going to go to Nick Lagoy. 2nd to Jamie Begor. 3rd to Bucko Branham. 4th to Bill Sawyer with the 39. 5th to Jimmy Bushy with the 11. Wood, 3 victories on the season for Robin. He'll start 7th with the 61. Then it's the 93 for Chris Frenier, and shotgun on the field. As we mentioned, Howard Stoner with the 57. 9 cars, green flag. Ben Huff, the 29, Tyler Terry, the 44. And it's Terry from the outside of row number 1 who's taking the lead down the backstretch. A little bit of a hiccup at the start of the race for Travis Bruno's 33. He was sliding backwards from his inside row number 2 starting spot. Out front, it's Tyler Terry, already building a 7-car length advantage as he races off of turn number 2. Huff in the 29, about to go back to the 3rd spot as Rick Frenier, who has 1 victory on the season, takes to the outside. He's got the 2nd spot as they race into turn number 4. Sean Duquette looking to roll with that number 18, hugging the bottom of the racetrack with the Taylor Rental 18 machine. Now looking to the outside of Ben Huff's car, racing into turn number 1. Look at the 61, Robin Wood. Keep an eye on that car. He is the points leader. Picked up his 3rd victory of the season last week. One opening week, also one back on May 22nd, winning last week as well, but right now he's boxed, running behind Ben Huff, and he's got Bill Thwaites with the 69 directly on his right, but Huff drifts up the racetrack a little bit off turn number 2. Let's see if that opens up a groove down to the extreme inside for Robin Wood to come through. No, not quite there. Out front, it's Tyler Terry by a lot. Running in the 2nd spot, it is the 77 of Frenier. 3rd is Sean Duquette with the 18. Duquette's been running well the last month with his 18 machine. 4th right now, it's the 29 of Ben Huff, but he's got his hands full. He's got Thwaites on his right, he's got Robin Wood on his left, and they're 3 wide into turn number 3. Here comes Robin Wood. Wood, who's been very successful in the bottom of the racetrack, goes through to the 4th spot. Halfway in this second qualifier for the J&S Steel Sportsman cars. One car that is off the pace is Chris Frenier. He's smoking and heading back to the garage. Tyler Terry with a half front stretch lead over Rick Frenier in the 77. Frenier trying to hold off Sean Duquette. Duquette looks down to the inside. He's got the nose underneath. Duquette to the inside of the racetrack. Frenier working on the outside of the racetrack as they'll drag race down the backstretch for the second spot. Running right behind them with a great view of that battle for second is Robin Wood with a 61. Huge lead out front for Tyler Terry, but all eyes are on the battle for the second spot. It's going to go to Sean Duquette that time at the stripe. Duquette working through on the inside. Running on the outside with that 77. Rick Frenier right now hanging on to third, but Frenier trying to fight back off turn number 2. Duquette, though, able to defend that position. Now here comes Frenier back after him again on the outside with 2 laps to go for Tyler Terry. Robin Wood also in the mix. Robin Wood to the inside of Frenier's car. He'll take third away as they race into turn number 2. Again, Sean Duquette drifts up to the top of the track. Robin Wood in tow behind him, running in the 3rd spot. White flag is out, 1 to go for the 44 of Tyler Terry. And Terry has a full front stretch lead over the battle for second between Sean Duquette and Robin Wood. Robin Wood working down on the inside. Sean Duquette working on the outside. They're dead even down the backstretch. Wood sticks the nose out in front for that second spot, racing into the 3rd turn. Tyler Terry's going to get the win. Let's see who finishes second. Here they come off turn number 4. Good run on the inside for Wood. He'll get the second spot. Duquette third. 4th to Rick Frenier. Running 5th, Billy Twait. 6th to Ben Huff. 7th to Travis 2. It is Tim Baker. 12 cars. First of 2 qualifiers for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades. Slow pace into turn number 4. Here they come down the front stretch. Green flag. 7 events, 4 different winners for the Renegades in 2010. And the guy who's won more than anybody else is that 7 car of Lonnie Rivers. But on the move towards the front right now is Big Joe Warren with a 13. Also trying to move is Kenny St. Germain with a 40 working in the middle of the pack. They run 3 wide off the 4th turn in the middle of the field. Out front it's Mark Karen with the number 5. Running in the 2nd spot is Joe Warren down to the inside. Freeman Sawyer working on the outside of the racetrack runs 3rd. Kenny St. Germain on the inside coming through, though. He'll take that 3rd spot away. Kevin Booten also on the move with the 25, as is current point leader Lonnie Rivers with his number 7 car. Showing the way, it is the 5 and the 13. The 5 of Karen, the 13 of Joe Warren. Warren on the outside is going to take the lead off turn number 2. And open it up to about a car length over Karen the 5. Battle for third between St. Germain and the 40 and Booten in the 25 as they race off the 4th turn down the front stretch, almost dead even at the stripe for the 3rd spot. Booten by inches at the stripe. Neil Hansen has spun the 16 car down into the infield. He gets it pointed in the right direction and will stay under green. Joe Warren, lead building. He drives it right up against the wall off the 4th turn. Kevin Booten in the 25 continues to run in the 2nd spot. Mark Karen 3rd in the 5. Running in the 4th position, St. Germain, but on the outside, here comes Lonnie Rivers chugging through. Rivers with the number 7 running in the 4th position. Running 5th now, Kenny St. Germain. 6th trying to get in on the fight is the 21 of Dave Raptoy. Joe Warren's lead is 2.5 car lengths, and it is shrinking. Kevin Booten is closing in. 2 laps to go for Joe Warren. Kevin Booten now inside a car length as they race down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Booten trying to close onto that back bumper. Here come the leaders down the front stretch. White flag is out. Booten looks to the inside. Warren trying to hold him off. Kevin Booten has room to the inside. Joe Warren wants the outside, wants the progressive banking. Flies down the backstretch, opens it back up to a car length. Kevin Booten has one final set of turns to try to make something happen. Here they come off the 4th turn, down to the checkered flag. It's going to be Joe Warren. 2nd to Kevin Booten, 3rd Lonnie Rivers, 4th Dave Raptoy, 5th Mark Karen. 6th to the number 40 of Kevin St. Germain. 7th goes to Josh Terry. 8th to the number 3 of Dave Drake. 9th is Freeman Sawyer. And 10th, Vermont Lance Raptoy, the H2O from Milton, Vermont, for Robert Gordon. Final row, the 1 from Milton, Vermont, that's Cody Benoit. And shotgun on the field from Plattsburgh, Chad Provost in the 6. That's the field. Green flag. 12 cars in the second qualifier. Don Brissett in the 8 has the lead off turn number 2. Here comes Roger LeBounty in the 60. Keith Pelkey works the rim in the 24 as they run 3 wide, racing for the 4th position. 3 wide, continuing off of turn number 4. Pelkey gets boxed a little bit. He has to fall back with a 24. He's racing right in front of Keith O'Neill with a 0. Out front, it's Don Brissett in the 8. Side by side for second, and it's the 60 of Roger LeBounty and the 61 of Dan Dubuque. Racing in the 4th spot, it's Don Franklin with the number 69. And then they race side by side for the 5th position. Rob Favreau in the 27 and the 24 of Keith Pelkey. A lot of side-by-side racing. The contest for spots 6 through 6, hotly contested. Don Brissett where he wants to be out front. In his rearview mirror, there's some pretty good battles still ongoing. Dan Dubuque in the 61 right now running in that 2nd spot. Roger LeBounty in the 60 holding down 3rd. Don Franklin on the outside running 4th, but here comes Rob Favreau after that 4th position. Another guy trying to move is the 11 of Lance Raptoy as he's 3 wide down the backstretch, working the inside line. Keith Pelkey, the meat and the sandwich. Look at O'Neill in the 0 trying to fill the hole. Keith O'Neill trying to follow on that back bumper, the 24 of Pelkey. Don Franklin losing spots with a 69. He got shuffled up towards the wall off turn number 4, had to get on the binders, goes all the way to the back of the pack. Last week's winner, Cody Benoit, has found little running room with his number 1. He is racing now back in the 8th spot with a 1 car. Again, they box it up into 3 and 4. Everybody having to hurry around, trying to jockey for position as they were running 3 wide at the back of the pack. Well, Don Brissett has had a walk in the park to this point, but the racing's been darn good from the 2nd spot on back. Right now, Rob Favreau's to 2nd. Here comes the 11. They're running 3 wide again. 3 wide for the 3rd spot and 3 wide for the 6th position right behind them. 2 laps to go. The 61 car of Dan Dubuque getting a piece of the wall off turn number 4 as he got shuffled around. Don Brissett leads. Rob Favreau runs 2nd. The 11 of Lance Raptoy 3rd. Here comes the H2O of Robert Gordon trying to get to the 4th spot. Running in the 5th position now, the 24 of Keith Pelkey. Cody Benoit is up to 6th. White flag. Oh, white flag out on the Speedway. Don Brissett started on point. And he's looking to have a green to checkers run. He's got about a quarter of the track to negotiate. Here he comes off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Don Brissett's going to win it. 2nd, the 27 for Favreau. Raptoy 3rd, the 11. Gordon 4th. 5th, Chad Provost. 6th to the 60 of Roger LeBounty.
Slaver in the 4 and Jimmy Collins in the 0-2. Mini Modifieds get the green flag. 20 laps the distance. As Rob mentioned, a non-points event, which is why many of the top cars are not here this evening. Howard Drake from the outside grabs the lead. That little car will take the lead into turn number 3. He'll lead them off 4, but he's going to lose the lead now. Here comes Bobby LeVere to the inside. LeVere on the inside. Drake on the outside. He'll fall back into the number 3 spot as Chris Clark moves the number 77 up quickly on the inside to take 2nd and challenge Bobby LeVere. LeVere on the outside in the 5, Clark on the inside in the 77. That's a good battle for the number 3 spot. On the inside, here comes the Jamie LaFountain 20 to take 3rd spot away from the 39. Howard Drake continuing to lose spots on the backstretch. Look out, Howard's in the bunker. Chris Clark is your leader. Bobby LeVere 2nd, and Jamie LaFountain closing in quickly on the top 2. Chris LeVere started way at the back of the pack. He's now moved into 4th, as did Josh Leclerc in the 7. Josh started shotgun. He's worked his way now into the number 5 spot as he looks inside the LeVere 5. Clark leads it. LaFountain battles right alongside Chris LeVere for the number 2 spot. It's Josh Leclerc now in 4th. Look out. Josh gets tapped by the 5 of Bobby LeVere, but a nice job by the 7 to hold on. Meanwhile, Bobby ends up in the bunker. Now gets it back onto the backstretch, but not before he loses 3 or 4 spots. Here comes Chris LeVere to the inside of Chris Clark. They're going to run side by side. At the line, it's LeVere by a nose. Clark trying to come back on the outside, but LeVere will start to pull away up the backstretch. Jamie LaFountain runs in that number 3 spot with Jimmy Collins now 4th. The battle heats up for the 5th spot between the 7 of LeClaire and the 0-3 of Speedy. This looks like what we saw last Saturday night with Chris LeVere pulling away from the field, but he had some mechanical problems. The car skipping out of gear and ended up losing the lead in the last couple of laps to Rick Donor, who eventually won, and Steven Brissett finished 2nd. Chris managed to hold on for the 3rd spot. But it doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to run him down tonight if that car stays together as it continues to open up on the battle for the number 2 spot. Clark in the 77, LaFountain in the 20 runs 2nd and 3rd. Then it's a good gap back to the 0-2 of Jimmy Collins, who is 4th. And a battle for the 5th spot continues on between the 7 of Josh LeClaire and Speedy Brissett's 0-3. "20 laps the scheduled distance tonight for the Keysville Napa Mini Modifieds. Chris LeVere leads the pack off turn 4 to complete lap number 9. 9 points tonight. A little bit later on, the Bombers will have their 9 points night, as the field will be halfway as they cross the start-finish line this time. Chris LeVere, your leader in the 4. 2nd spot goes to the 77. That's Chris Clark. The 20 car for Jamie LaFountain runs in the 3rd spot. 4th spot goes to the 0-2 of Collins. 5th belongs to the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett with a 6th spot, being held down by Josh LeClaire's 7. In the 7th spot, it's the 35 of Kurt Seymour, but he had a little bit of a problem in turn 2. He's going to lose spots. The 23 of Larry Archer will take 7th, and the 21 of Brian Archer will take 8th. Brandon Atkins moves by into 9th. 10th spot is going to be the 5 of Bobby LeVere. The 35 continues to fall back. He may head back to the garage area. 11th is Malcolm Woodward in the 46. Howard Drake runs 12th in the 39. Chris LeVere looking for his first victory of the season. He did pick up a checkered flag earlier on, but was disqualified. But the battle right now on the racetrack is for that number 2 spot. And it's the Chris Clark 77 and the Jamie LaFountain 20. Speedy Brissett has closed in on the Jimmy Collins 0-2, so the 0-2 and the 0-3 will battle for the number 4 spot. Chris LeVere continues to be your leader. You'll see 5 to go next time by from Chief Starter Digger Bruno. 5 to go for LeVere. Now Brissett looking to take over that 4th spot from Jimmy Collins, looks to the inside as those 2 cars come off turn 4. Kurt Seymour brings the 35 back onto the racetrack, as Brissett and Collins continue to run together in a battle for that number 4 spot. Brissett sticks his nose in front. Collins trying to battle right back on the outside. Those 2 cars seem to be closing in just a little bit on that battle for the 2nd spot between the Clark 77 and the Jamie LaFountain 20. None of them are gaining any ground on your leader. Chris LeVere completes lap 17. Next time he crosses the start-finish line, he'll see the popsicle sticks, as there will be 2 to go. Here comes your leader off turn 4 in car number 4. 2 to go for Chris LeVere. Chris Clark in the 77 and Jamie LaFountain in the 20 move by the 46 of Malcolm Woodward, as the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett starts to close in on that 2nd place battle. It may be a 3-car battle for the number 2 spot as Chris LeVere gets the white flag. White flag is out for LeVere, and the battle for second starts to heat up in turn 2. LaFountain looks to the inside of Clark, and Speedy right there waiting for the top 2 to make a mistake. Leader's off turn 4. He's got the checkered in hand. He will win it. Chris LeVere, your winner. The battle continues on for second. It's going to go to Chris Clark in the 77 New York with a 0-3 of Speedy Brissett taking 4th, and the 5th spot being rounded out by the 0-2 of Jimmy Collins. On the side. As cheap as Gene is, probably nothing. You probably gave him a DVD. So in just a moment, Rob will be chatting with Chris LeVere. Chris Clark's out of the number 77. How about a nice round of applause for Chris as he will finish second tonight. The former King of Castleton about ready to hop out of the 0-3. Speedy Brissett finishes 3rd.
Just a second, he's about to jump out of his car. First win for Chris, 2010. Give a nice round of applause, everybody. He's out of his car now. Chris LeVere started 13th on the grid, raced pretty quickly to the front. Halfway through the race, he had taken the lead, and Chris LeVere starting 13th, getting pretty quickly to the front. The car certainly was dialed in for you.
Oh yeah, we finally got this car. It's about as fast as it's going to get, and it's really fast. Only problem we have now is getting it to stay in 3rd gear. I'm really tired, actually. One hand on the wheel, one hand on the shifter. I can't even breathe.
That was the issue for you last week. You had the lead with about 2 laps to go, and the car kept kicking out of gear on you.
Well, last week I wasn't prepared for it. This week I was. After about 10 laps, I don't know what the deal is. It just keeps popping out of gear, but we'll figure it out. At least this way, I'll just be tired.
Congratulations on getting the victory.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank my my sponsors, Gregor's, P&H and Electric, Coral's Contracting, OutsideGroove.com, everybody here, the fans, Mike, Steve, Denise, for having this awesome racetrack. And I'd like to wish my crew chief a happy birthday, Kevin.
All right, congratulations again, Chris LeVere. Nice job.
Yay. Matt Woodruff, the 38 for Mike Finney, and shotgun on the field, Pat McGrail in the 10. That's the field. Here they come off 4. Green flag. Jason Durgan leads the field off turn number 2. 2 cars that won their qualifiers out front. Durgan won the 3rd qualifier. Chris K.A. won his qualifier as well. He runs in the 2nd spot. Keep an eye on the 90 of Martin Roy, who will often work the rim of the track. Right now he's down on the inside, trying to keep his eyes set on that 24 of Patrick Dupree. Those 2 cars have won 6 of the 7 events so far in 2010. But right now it's Jason Durgan out front. Durgan had 1 victory last season with that number 17 machine. His lead is 6 car lengths over Chris K.A. 3rd is Brandon Ramott's Vince Quenneville. Running in the 4th spot, it is the 1 for Greg Atkins. Running 5th, the Brandon Bandit Don Scarborough with the 11. 6th position is the 46 for Michel Vienne. Here comes Richard Tesseur in the 49. Richard Tesseur will take a spot away, and already moving towards the front, the 24 of Dupree, the 90 of Martin Roy. Dupree looking down to the inside of Andy Powell's car. Right now, Patrick Dupree runs in the 9th spot, now going to the outside of the racetrack. Dupree to the outside of Andy Powell, trying to get into the 8th position. Out front, Durgan leads. Chris K.A. is still 2nd. 3rd is Vince Quenneville. Running 4th, still Atkins. He's being hounded by the 49 of Richard Tesseur. Tesseur got into Atkins, had to get on the binders, and that's going to cost him a spot. Here comes Don Scarborough on the 11, coming back through on the inside after that number 49 car. Martin Roy has gone to the top of the racetrack. The modifieds running in the sunlight, certainly playing havoc with the setups for several of these machines. Drivers trying to dial in, and Patrick Dupree is getting dialed in. He's to the outside of Richard Tesseur. The 24 now looking outside the Brandon Bandit Don Scarborough as Dupree tries to hustle to the top 5. Jason Durgan has a half backstretch lead over now Vince Quenneville, who gets around Chris K.A. for the 2nd spot. K.A. back to 3rd. Atkins running 4th, and here comes Dupree. Patrick Dupree running in the 5th position with a Saranac Country Store number 24. Don Scarborough is 6th. Tesseur a little bit off the backstretch there with the 49. He runs 7th. 8th is Michel Vien. Running 9th on the rim, it's Martin Roy on the 90. Roy has not shown the speed yet that he has shown earlier in the season or even last week when he worked the outside of the racetrack quickly to the front, only to be snubbed for the top position by the 24 of Patrick Dupree. Jason Durgan is a third of the way home. His lead over Vince Quinville is about 15 car lengths. He started on point and he has led every single lap. Here comes the leader off turn number 4, continuing to work a smooth line around the racetrack, feeling no pressure, no heat at the time. Quinville running in that second spot, then a big gap back to KA in third. Problems for Jason Bruno in the 623. He's off the top of the racetrack over in the third turn, and that's going to bring out our first yellow flag. Yellow flag is out for Jason Bruno and 3. Those machines running in the top 10. Jason Durgan setting the pace on point. Here he comes, off 4. Racing off into turn number 1. Vince Quinville trying to hang with a 17. Works the top of the track. Good bite for the 78 down the backstretch. Durgan cuts him off. Durgan will maintain the lead into 3 and 4. Dupree is boxed down on the inside. The outside line looking to roll now. Dupree down on the inside of Chris K.A. to 1. K.A. can't find him there. Dupree has to get on the binders. He's snookered behind the 18. Martin Roy works the 90 on the outside. He's moved past Dupree. He's to the 5th spot. Now rolling is the Gamache Truck Center. Number 90 car trying to get to the outside of Scarborough in the 11. Out front, Jason Durgan in the 17, building that lead up again over Vince Quinville. Smoking up that right rear tire. It's Martin Roy who is by Scarborough. Next in his sights is the one of Greg Atkins, trying to get to the top 3. Quinville working the rim, might impede his progress on the outside. Martin Roy goes to 3rd. Martin Roy to the 3rd spot. Vince Quinville is next, diving down to the inside. Quinville will hold him off for now, but that inside line is open. Here comes Roy, shooting the gap down to the inside. He's to 2nd. Martin Roy goes to the 2nd spot. He will try to chase down the 17 of Durgan. Durgan held him off in the qualifier. Let's see what he can do now. Now it's money time. Durgan leads by 12 car lengths. Martin Roy begins the chase, just past the halfway point. Vince Quinville continues to run in the top 3. 3rd now, Atkins 4th, 5th Scarborough in the 11th. We have not seen the progress we would have expected from Dupree in the 24. He got boxed a little bit as he got pinned down to the inside on that last restart, and he has not had the same type of speed that we saw earlier. Dupree trying to work to the outside of Don Scarborough with that number 11. Scarborough running in the 5th position, Patrick Dupree running in the 6th spot. Right now in line now, looking to the outside of Scarborough, trying to get into the top 5. The point leader, Patrick Dupree, trying to work around Scarborough at the stripe. They're almost dead even. Meanwhile, out front, the lead is down to 2 car lengths. Jason Durgan, 18 laps complete. Now down to a car length. Closing quickly, Martin Roy in the 90. Martin Roy drives through on the inside to the lead. Almost as if that car is starting to go away, perhaps, for Durgan. Martin Roy made that look too easy. Let's see if Jason Durgan starts to fall back towards Vince Quinville. Martin Roy now pulling away. Lap number 20 about to go up on the board, and the lead is already almost a half front stretch. A spin in the middle of the backstretch. It's the Ormsby 26, and that's going to bring out a yellow flag. Second yellow of the feature event will slow the pace, and it's done. Scarborough. 7th is Richard Tesseur in the 49. 8th is Michel Vien in the 46. 9th is Andy Powell in the 3, and Leon Gagnon rounds out the top 10 with a 4. Here they come on the hammer. Green flag. Martin Roy lead 3 car lengths, 5 car lengths, 6 car lengths, and growing as he pulls down the backstretch to 3 and 4. Patrick Dupree trying to move to the inside as they run wheel to wheel. Greg Atkins on the outside. He'll drop back a spot. Dupree goes to 4th. Out front is Martin Roy, 2nd Durgan, 3rd Quinville, 4th Dupree, 5th Atkins. Richard Tesseur got a real good run on the top as we get a yellow flag. Back in the garage area with the 34. 21 down, 9 remain. Martin Roy hitting the hammer. Here he comes. Green flag. Running away off turn number 2. Vince Quinville looks to the outside of Jason Durgan. Durgan blocks. Durgan back down to the inside. Durgan works the middle line. Here comes Quinville trying to move through the inside. Wheel to wheel off 4. Durgan holds. Durgan hanging on to that second spot for now. Vince Quinville running third. He's in trouble, though. Here comes Patrick Dupree. Dupree goes to the outside. He'll take third. Saranac Country Store, 24 to the third spot. Here comes Quinville back after him on the inside. Martinois, check it out. Jason Durgan second for now. Here comes Dupree after him. Dupree with the number 24. Closing. Now within a car length as they move into 3 and 4. Quinville running in the 4th spot. 5th is Greg Atkins. Richard Tesseur works the rim, trying to get a spot on Greg Atkins. He'll go to 6th on the outside. Patrick Dupree moves to the inside of the 17 of Jason Durgan. He's to 2nd. 5 laps remain this time by. If a yellow were to come out now, it might get pretty darn interesting. That's not what the 90 of Martinois wants to see. His lead is half the backstretch over the 24 of Patrick Dupree. Here comes Martinois off turn number 4. Lap time for Martinois, 16.3. Lap time for Patrick Dupree, 16.2. Dupree is faster, but he's running out of time. The sand is dumping out of the hourglass, and he's not making up time fast enough. 16.38 that time for Martinois, 16.47 that lap for Dupree. So Martinois was faster on lap number 27. 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks are out for Martinois. The Napierville, Quebec driver on his way to win number 3 of 2010. Here he comes off the 4th turn. Oh, white flag is out for Martinois. He works to the inside off 2. Now drifts to the top of the racetrack down the backstretch. Through the middle of 3 and 4. Here comes the race winner off the 4th turn. Checkered flag is out. It's Martinois. Second, it's going to be the 24 of Patrick Dupree. Coming off turn number 4 for third, it's Vince Quinville in the 78. Jason Durgan 4th. Greg Atkins 5th. 6th to the 49 of Tesseur. 6th to Don Scarborough. 7th was Michel Vian. 8th was Craig Riel.
Rob is on his way down to victory lane, and he'll chat with our top finishers in the main event for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. A good run this evening for the driver from Brandon, Vermont, the 78, the Champlain Construction Automobile for Vince Quinville. He finishes 3rd. The Saranac Country Store, 24. Pat's hopping out of that car. He will finish 2nd tonight. Dance. We'll see if he's got one again in store for us tonight. There he comes. Rob, take it away.
All right, thanks, Rick. Martinois doing the Martin Shuffle again. It's the 3rd time this season that he's done the Martin Shuffle on top of his race car. Win number 3. He'll unbuckle. We'll get a word with him in just a second. Great job, Vince Quinville tonight running 3rd. That's his best finish at Airborne in 2010. Patrick Dupree 2nd tonight with the Saranac Country Store number 24. Martin unbuckling and getting off of his helmet. Getting out of his helmet. Now it's off. All right, here he is coming around. It's win number 3 for 2010. And Martin, about halfway through the race, about a third of the way through the race, you were in the 8th position on the outside of row number 4 on a restart. And when you were on the outside, I think you were thinking, time to go on the outside.
Yeah, I like the outside groove, and the second groove and the third groove is my favorite groove. But the car is very good tonight. I'm very happy. Thanks my crew, you work hard to on the car for performance.
Martin, in your qualifier, you could not get past Jason Durgan with a 17, but then in the feature event, you were able to find room down on the inside, and you were able to fly past quickly down on the inside.
Yeah, on the qualification, it's important to finish in the 5, but second is good. You make me a start at the 13, finish 2, 3, 4, 5, I start 13.
So no need to push the car in the qualifier.
Yeah, that's it. I drive with my head.
And then, of course, you're running out front. Patrick Dupree eventually getting to second. You didn't want to see a yellow flag.
Yeah, I'm very happy that this race is finished. Patrick is on my bumper. It's tight.
Well, congratulations on win number 3.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Martinois, everybody. He gets the win tonight. And here's Patrick Dupree. And Bucko Branham in car number 20. That's Jamie Atkins in the 68. Outside, it is the 33 for Travis Bruno, the 86 Mike Shagnon, 57 for Howard Stoner. Chris Frenier starts shotgun in the 93 as we are under green. Field racing into turn number 2. Nick Lagoy trying to take the lead. Ben Huff drifted up the track in 2. Tyler Terry looking 3 wide down the backstretch to 3. Terry backs out of it as Ben Huff takes that line out on the inside. Who's shooting through the middle? Look at the 19 of Bigor trying to come through the middle of the field as Nick Haywood drifted high into 3 and 4. Bigor was able to move through in the middle of the racetrack. Haywood's in trouble. That car is off the pace in the 29. Out front, Nick Lagoy leading, getting challenged now by the 39 of Bill Sawyer. Sawyer trying to get his nose out front as they race off turn number 4, taking it up to the wall. Bill Sawyer is the leader. Sawyer out of Milton, Vermont, has the lead with a 39. Contact with Lagoy 96 as they race into turn number 2. Here comes Tyler Terry. Bigor's on the move with a 19. He's up to 4th, working the outside of the racetrack. Bill Sawyer shows the way with a 30. Oh, that car's bad loose. Bobbling back and forth into turn number 4. He lost about 3 car lengths to Tyler Terry. Tyler Terry chasing him down. You can see there's a line of fluid that appears to have been put down in a middle groove around the racetrack. Out front it is Bill Sawyer running in that second spot, the 44 of Terry. Frenier's 93 off the pace. He's headed back to the pits. Tyler Terry running second from the outside. Nick Lagoy running third. Jamie Bigor moving to the outside to get after that 96 car. 4th right now, it's Billy Twaits at a 69. And Ben Huff to 29. Contact over there in 2. That 29 pushing badly up the racetrack, especially in turn 2. Here comes Sean Duquette through on the inside. 3 wide racing right now for the 6th spot. Duquette comes through. Here comes Robin Wood. Wood, who runs so well down on the inside of the racetrack, getting a spot from Huff, who continues to slide backwards. Jamie Bigor goes to 3rd with a 19. A lot of passing on the outside, particularly in the middle of the racetrack. Robin Wood making ground down on the inside. Here comes Bucko Branham trying to get to the inside of the 29 of Ben Huff as well. 6 laps showing complete. The 39 of Bill Sawyer leads. Tyler Terry runs second. Then it's 8 car lengths back to Jamie Bigor, who's 3rd. 3 car lengths back to the 96 of Nick Lagoy. Then running in the 5th spot, it's Billy Twaits in the 69. Sean Duquette is 6th. Duquette with a peek down to the inside of Twaits' car, racing off turn number 4. Trying to get to the inside, here comes Duquette. Twaits hanging on to that spot for now. But Sean Duquette's running well to the inside. Here he comes again off turn number 2. Twaits taking advantage of the banking on the top of the racetrack. Powers down into turn 3. Here comes Duquette after him into the 3rd turn. Battle on for that 5th spot. Sean Duquette in the 18 coming through on the inside. At the stripe, almost dead even between the 18 and the 69. Bill Sawyer's lead down to a car length over the 44 of Tyler Terry. That gap back to Jamie Bigor is growing. It's about 10 car lengths, but the battle for 5th is still a good one. The 18 of Duquette, the 69 of Twaits. Robin Wood with a great view of that fight for the 5th spot. He runs right behind those 2 cars, and he's got Bucko Branham in his rearview mirror. Out front, Tyler Terry still a car length off the back bumper, the 39 of Sawyer. Bigor feeling no heat right now in the 3rd spot. Nick Lagoy running well in 4th. He's working on the top of the racetrack. Sean Duquette at the stripe had the 5th spot. 6th on the outside was Twaits at a 69. Here comes Robin Wood, thinking 3 wide off 2. 3 wide down the backstretch. Wood's on the inside. Duquette in the middle. On the outside, it's Twaits at a 69. They touch. Twaits is sideways, trying to hang on to it off turn number 4. He does. Twaits hanging on to that race car as he was able to power slide through turn number 4 on the binder, saving the car. 3 wide, contact off 4, and Billy Twaits was able to hang on to it. Robin Wood picking up a position. He's now to the 5th spot. 6th, here comes Bucko Branham through on the inside. Sean Duquette sliding back to the 7th position with the number 18. Tyler Terry, 3 feet off the back bumper. Now a half car length off the back bumper into turn number 3. Here comes Terry looking to the inside. Trying to hang on to the lead is Sawyer. He taps him in the rear. Here comes Sawyer down the front stretch. Terry to the inside for the lead. Bill Sawyer has lost power, it seems, in the 39. The 19 of Bigor coming after him on the outside. Tyler Terry's the race leader. Sawyer back to second. Bigor working on the outside, trying to take that second spot away. Battle on right now for fourth as well. Here comes Robin Wood through on the inside. Sportsman putting on a great race tonight. Tyler Terry pulling away. 2 car lengths from Bill Sawyer. Sawyer running in the second spot. Jamie Bigor running in third. Bigor was sideways off the top of turn number 2. He'll lose a car length and a half to Sawyer. 10 laps to go this time for Tyler Terry, looking for his first win of 2010, and it's a 3 car length advantage for the Morrisonville, New York driver. Tyler Terry showing the way. Bill Sawyer running in that second spot. Jamie Bigor third. Robin Wood is fourth. Here comes Bucko Branham through on the inside. He's up to fifth. Sean Duquette trying to follow him through to get the 6th spot away from Nick Lagoy, and he will off turn number 4. Here comes the 18 of Duquette on the inside. He's got 6th at the stripe. Jamie Bigor in the 19 trying to chase down the 39. That second turn at times providing trouble for the 19 car. He closes here in 3 and 4, but it looks like turn 2 is where he's losing some of his momentum. 17 laps complete for the JNS Steel Sportsman. Tyler Terry trying to check out. The lead growing slowly lap by lap. It is about 8 car lengths. The 39 of Bill Sawyer back to the 19 of Jamie Bigor, about 3 car lengths. Sawyer taking his car right up near the wall. Closing in on Bigor is the 61 of Robin Wood. Robin Wood looks to the outside. Now diamonds the turn down to the inside, trying to find room to the inside of Jamie Bigor's number 19 car. The 44 of Terry comfortably running out front. Bill Sawyer feeling the heat from Jamie Bigor in the 19. Bigor feeling heat from the 61 of Robin Wood. Wood goes to the inside along the front stretch. Here comes Robin Wood in the 61 through on the inside over in turn number 2. Jamie Bigor trying to use the bank on the top of the racetrack to pick up momentum. Robin Wood has the nose in that 3rd spot. Bigor comes back after him for 3rd. Here comes Wood back on the inside. Seesaw battle for that 3rd spot. Give it to Robin Wood at the stripe. Tyler Terry leading by 10 car lengths over the 39 of Bill Sawyer. Then it's 2 car lengths back to Robin Wood. Inside 5 laps remaining now for Tyler Terry, looking to get that first victory of 2010, and he's got a comfortable lead up front. Bill Sawyer running in the 2nd spot, but his advantage over Robin Wood shrinks lap by lap. It's down to about a half car length. Bucko Branham trying to chase down Jamie Bigor, who's running in the 4th position. Robin Wood coming into this race had a 9-point lead over Bucko Branham, trying to add to that lead tonight. He's got 2 positions as he runs in the 3rd spot. Branham running in the 5th position. Popsicle sticks are going to be out this time by for the 44, the Adirondack Transmissions car for Tyler Terry. 2 to go for Terry. That battle for second is getting hot. The 39 of Sawyer trying to fend off the 61 of Robin Wood, and the 19 of Jamie Bigor trying to hold off Bucko Branham. Here comes Branham on the inside. White flag is out for Tyler Terry. Racing on for 2nd and 3rd. Branham by inches at the stripe for the 4th spot, I should say. Racing for 2nd and 4th. Here comes Robin Wood to the outside. Tyler Terry is going to win it. But look at the racing for 2nd and 4th. Robin Wood on the outside. Here comes your winner. Tyler Terry takes the checkered flag. Race for 2nd down the line. Robin Wood on the outside. 3rd was the 39 of Sawyer. 4th was Branham, and the 25th was the 19 of Bigor. Lagoy hanging on, it looked like, for the 6th spot. 7th to Sean Duquette in the 18. Then Bill Twait's 8th with a number 69. A green to checkers run.
All right, grab your 50-50 tickets. We're going to read off the remainder of the winning numbers while Rob makes his way downstairs. For a Liquor and Wine Warehouse gift certificate, red ticket 504-045. 504-045. Another Liquor and Wine Warehouse gift certificate, red ticket 614546. That's 614546. The third Liquor and Wine House Warehouse gift certificate, and the $100 gift certificate from Adirondack Hardware, red ticket 614370. 614370. And the winner of the cash, $1,124, Roger LaValle from Burlington, Vermont. Rob Knowles, take it away.
All right, Rick, nice job getting through all those numbers. Here's Tyler Terry, win number 1 of 2010. Tyler, let's talk about first the pass for the win as you're able to work by Bill Sawyer.
Yeah, I didn't mean to get into him. He checked up in front of me and got loose, and I was on the binders. I was just about stopped, but I apologize to him for that. But I got to start by thanking Kevin Booten and his crew. I wrecked hard last week, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. Got to thank my family for sticking by me and helping me through this. All my sponsors, Adirondack Transmission, Pizza Palace, Wells Auto, Smithfield Liquor and Wine, everybody else that helped me.
Tyler, clearly the fastest car you've had underneath you this season.
Yeah, like I said, we owe it to Kevin Booten. Without him, he did the setup on the front a few weeks ago, and we wrecked it last week, and he helped me put it back together, and they've been awesome.
Well, you found something. Keep it going now.
Yeah, we hope so.
Tyler Terry, everybody give him a nice round of applause. Always good to see somebody pull into victory lane for the first time in 2000.
Franklin's in the 69. Clayburgh, New York's number 2 is Metal Man. Then it's the 61 for Danny Dubuque. He is from Plattsburgh. Next on the grid, it is the 32 for Tim Baker. The 1 for Cody Benoit, 36 for Bob Dragoon, and the 16 for Neil Hansen. That's the field. Green flag. 25 laps the distance tonight for the Renegades. Oh, look at Benoit going on 1. He's coming from deep in the pack, and he's flying on top of the racetrack. Give a little bump to the 24 of Keith Pelkey, now diving down to the inside. Be fun to keep an eye on your eyes on that number 1. He just hammered the H2O of Robert Gordon in the back bumper as well as he is trying to charge through the field. Out front, it's Don Brissett in the 8. And it's the 60 of Roger LeBounty. Chad Provost is moving. That 6 car down to the inside. Oh, there's Big Joe moving out front as well on the outside of the car. He's trying to get on the outside of the track, rather, trying to get to the 3rd spot. Joe Warren in the 13. How about some 3-wide action into turn number 1? The 43, the 40, the 27, rut row. There goes the 40. Kenny St. Germain goes around. Lance Raptoy spins to avoid him. Tries to keep that car rolling. Yellow flag comes. 23rd, Kenny St. Germain, and Lance Raptoy, who had no place to go, spun down to the infield. Sees them all. That's the field. Here they come off for green flag. The Brissett 8 shows the way. Joe Warren charging on the outside. Here comes the number 13 car. Chad Provost, boy, he's going 2 in that 6. Moving to the inside, trying to get into the 4th spot. Take that away from Mark Caron. He will. Don Brissett in the 8 leading. How much longer? Joe Warren doesn't want it to be very long at all. Yellow flag is out. Cars spinning over in turn 4. Kenny's Renegades are ready to go again. 3 laps complete. Hopefully get a good green flag run in here. It's back out. Racing to turn 1. Brissett the 8, Warren the 13. Chad Provost in the 6, running in that 3rd spot, even for the lead. Provost 3 wide, is he going to do it? No, it wasn't there. Thought about it, but not enough room on the inside. Don Brissett trying to hang on to the lead at the stripe. Oh, I think he had it by inches. But Joe Warren is lurking right there on the outside. Now there's room. Provost going after it on the inside. 3 wide for the lead down the backstretch to 3. Here comes Provost. Through on the inside. Warren's through on the outside. He'll take the lead around Don Brissett. The meat and the sandwich is sliding out of the bun. He's back to 3rd. And the top roll is in the lead. The bottom half of the roll is in 2nd. And the meat fell out. And now he's falling backwards. He's going back towards the 4th spot. Oh, we got a spinner. Oh, Rob Favreau played bumper tag with that tire. Kicked it right up into the racing line. And that's going to bring out a front first. Let's see if Chad Provost can go with them. This should be a pretty good battle. You get 2 good cars up front. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. The 8 of Brissett did not come to speed, and that really backed things up. That car is down on the right front, bouncing around, and he is headed back towards the pits. It really backed up the inside line. Guys like Kevin Booten sliding backwards because they were pinned behind the 25, behind the 8 rather. You know who wasn't pinned? Look at this guy. Look at the 1. Where the heck Benoit come from? 5th. Cody Benoit, who started way in the back in 6 laps, has moved to the 5th spot. I believe, did he start dead last, Rick? Just about dead last in the field. I want to say 23rd. And he is about to take the 4th position away from the 2-time defending track champion. Maybe not. Lonnie Rivers, 3 wins already this season. And he's not going to give up 4th without a fight. And he is working well on the outside as they race side by side in front of him. Chad Provost pulling away out front as the leader. He was able to take the lead away from Joe Warren. Black flag out. It looked like the 43 of Terry was getting the black flag. He went flying through the infield. Now comes back out onto the track. Chad Provost pulling away from 2nd place car Dave Raptoy. 3rd is Joe Warren. 4th is Cody Benoit. He was able to get the spot from Rivers. And now he sets his sights on the 13 of Joe Warren. Josh Terry again, the black flag out for the 43 car. There will only be one Terry in victory lane tonight, and that's already happened. Tyler Terry, his older brother, winning the Sportsman feature. The number 1, 3rd in turn 2. The 13 coming back after him. They're even into the 3rd turn. Joe Warren fighting on the outside, trying to hang on to 3rd place. Cody Benoit on the inside has 3rd at the stripe. Chad Provost in the 6th car leading by 10 car lengths. Dave Raptoy in the number 21 running 2nd. Then it's 5 car lengths back to Cody Benoit, who is 3rd. Halfway home for Chad Provost, who is looking for his first victory. He is the 7th place point man in the division. And he is holding that lead over the Raptoy 21. Dave Raptoy maintaining his position in the 2nd spot. Cody Benoit trying to chase him down. Dan Dubuque, nice job saving that race car. That was pointed first towards the infield, then towards the front stretch wall. And he was wrestling that steering wheel back and forth and saving it. Good work by the 61. Chad Provost with the number 6, putting a lap on the 51 of Sawyer. Next up on his list will be the 32 of Baker. Dave Raptoy in the 21, moving through on the inside of the 51 car. Here comes Cody Benoit in the number 1. Inside 10 laps remaining for Chad Provost. Dan Dubuque takes the 61 back to the pits. Provost in the 6, moving to the outside of the 32, putting that car down a lap. Cody Benoit on the back bumper of the 21 of Dave Raptoy. Raptoy using a high line off turn number 2. Slower car that he is able to slide to the inside of and hang on to the 2nd position. Cody Benoit just a car length off his back bumper. 4th is the 13 of Joe Warren. 5th is Lonnie Rivers in car 7. 6th, Kevin Boutin in the 25. 7th, H2O Robert Gordon. 8th, Keith Pelkey, 24. 9th, Lance Raptoy, good recovery in the 11. And 10th, Mark Karen in car 5. Leader crosses the start-finish line. Battle for 2nd between the 1 working on the inside. Here comes Cody Benoit powering off turn number 2. Opened up room on the inside of turn 1. Finishes the pass down the backstretch. He goes to the 2nd spot. Dave Raptoy in the 21 running now in 3rd. Chad Provost in the 6, putting the 36 car down a lap. Next will be the Deuce for Metalman. He goes down a lap. 5 laps to go. This time by for Chad Provost. He's making this look easy. Cody Benoit, smoke on the right front. Dave Raptoy still running 3rd. Good race for 4th. Here comes Lonnie Rivers on the inside, trying to take the 4th position away from Joe Warren. Rivers might have got a piece of the rumble strips down the inside. That car looked like a basketball coming off turn 3, bouncing on the front. Running Still on the outside, Joe Warren hanging on to that 4th spot. Lonnie Rivers still there on the inside. They're almost dead even going into turn number 3. Warren keeps the nose out in front for 4th. Kevin Booten trying to move up on the outside as well. Get some good cars in this battle. Lonnie Rivers, the 7. Joe Warren, the 13. They try to snooker the 7 behind the 36. Robert Gordon trying to get to the inside. 3 wide off that second turn. Racing for position. Joe Warren back to 4th. 2 laps to go for Chad Provost. But the good racing is behind him for about the 5th spot. Lonnie Rivers comes through for 5th. 6th is Kevin Booten. Running in the 7th spot, the H2O. He got knocked around. Keith Pelkey is there in the 24, racing for 7th with the H2O. Lance Rabtoy up to 8th. Well, let's look back at the leader who's over in turn 2. Final time around for Chad Provost with the A&L Auto number 6. Provost looking for his first victory. And here he comes off of turn number 4. He can see the checkered flag. He takes the checkered flag. Chad Provost wins it. 2nd to Cody Benoit. 3rd to Dave Rabtoy. Racing for 4th, Joe Warren. 5th, Lonnie Rivers. 6th, Robert Gordon. 7th, Keith Pelkey. 8th, Lance Rabtoy. 9th to Kevin Booten. 10th, Mark Karen. 11th, Keith O'Neill. 12th, Big Daddy Don Franklin. 13th, Roger LeBounty in the 60.
Monster Energy Drink Bombers will be up next for their 20-lap main event to close things out tonight. Don't forget, next Saturday night, 6 p.m. the post time, the first ever appearance of the International Super Modified Association here at Plattsburgh's Airborne Speedway. There will also be a 12-lap, $1,200 to win
Run for Dave Rabtoy to 3rd tonight. Cody Benoit making a habit of getting here to victory lane, but Chad Provost gets the victory. How about a nice round of applause for Chad? He's out of his race car. All right, here is Chad Provost. And Chad, it's your first career victory in the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegades. You're telling me first win since 2006 when you were in a 4-cylinder class. Congratulations and welcome back to Victory Lane.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Lake City Siding. Lonnie's the biggest one. Cody Benoit for setting the car up for me. I want to thank my dad, Kale, Bug, Johnny, Luke, my dad again. Everybody that's helped me, I want to thank everybody.
Well, you know what Rivers is going to say over in the pits, that he gave you all the driving tips to get you here to Victory Lane.
The thing that means the most to me is beating him this first. I've been bragging every day at work and stuff that I am going to finish ahead of him, and I finally got here.
So you'll remind him about that a few times this week.
Every day at work. Every day.
Congratulations on getting the upper hand in that battle. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, Chad Provost gets his first win in a Renegade, and his first...
In the 21 is Scott Richner. John Michael Brissett in the 14. Josh Duravage, the 88. Curtis Demore, the 87. Brandon Nolan, the 44. Ed Pelkey, the 88D. That's your field. Green flag is out. Gadway gets the jump on the inside, and he will lead him up the back stretch the first time. We've got trouble already. Coro 6 spins around. Everybody avoids him. Demore's 87 is out in the bunker, but we're going to stay green flag racing. They combine a complete lap number 1, and Timmy Gadway leads it in the 63. Wade Whitney dirt tracking through turn 1 and 2 to hold on to that second spot in the 24. Chad Collins in the 22 runs 3rd. April Bordeaux is 4th in the 23. Look at the outside. It's the superstar. Cody Myers in the 75. He's up to the number 5 spot. Bill Joyle's on the move in the 57. Scott Richner trying to follow him through in the 21. They both scramble to get around the 58 of Bill Joyle Sr. Myers now gets around Bordeaux, looks to the inside of Whitney, and the superstar is up to 3rd in the 75. Collins 22, way too high coming off turn 4. He's going to lose 6 or 7 spots. Up front, it's been the Tim Gadway show since the drop of the green flag, but here comes the rest of the field. The 75 of Myers closing in. The 57 of Joyle has now moved to third. And Scott Richner in the 21, he's going to move up a spot as well. He'll get by the Bordeaux 23 and now take fourth. April's back to fifth. Not for long. Here comes Curtis LaGrave in the 72. LaGrave on the inside will look to go by the 23 as they head into turn 3. Curtis takes the fifth spot. And Josh Duravage is on the move as well. He wants to pick off the 23 of Bordeaux. Gadway working his way onto the back bumper of the lapped car of Ed Pelkey, the 88D. He will get by with no problem. Here comes Joyle. He's going to take second spot as Myers got held up just a bit in the 75. Joyle may have the lead by the time they get to the start-finish line the next time, as he is right on the back bumper of Timmy Gadway's 63. Gadway on the outside. Here comes Joyle on the inside, zooming by. Joyle is your new leader. Gadway is back to second. Myers better get around him quicker. This one's going to be over. Bill Joyle looking for a back-to-back checkered flag in the Monster Energy Drink Bombers. Has a 3-car length advantage on Cody Myers, who now runs second. Tim Gadway on the outside is third. Scott Richner's fourth. Curtis LaGrave and the 88 of Josh Duravage battle for that number 5 spot. 20 laps the distance tonight for the Monster Energy Drink Bombers. Joyle works his way around the Joe Jeanette 31. Jeanette goes to the outside of the racetrack as the second, third, fourth, and fifth place cars all go by on the inside. Joyle has been the class of the field in the Monster Energy Drink Bombers. Had it not been for a early season disqualification, he'd be your points leader in this division. But he has certainly worked his way back into contention and will close that gap even more with another victory tonight. Bombers are halfway. Scott Richner now moving up on the inside in that 21 car. He looks to challenge Tim Gadway for the number 3 spot. Richner's got the preferred inside line coming off turn 4, and he will take that 3rd spot away. Gadway had to scramble to get around the Pelkey 88D. It's a good 4-car battle for that number 3 spot, as now both LaGrave and Duravage get by on the inside of the Gadway 63. Myers has moved to within a couple of car lengths of Gadway, of the 57 of Joyle, rather. That gap has remained pretty consistent over the last few laps. Richner's 21 has a couple of car length advantage over Duravage in the 88. He's trying to hold off Curtis LaGrave in the 72, who is right alongside. Joe Jeanette's 31 running off the pace. He may be headed back to the garage area. Joyle now has said it's time to go, and he is pulled away from the 75 of Cody Myers. It's now about a 10-car length advantage for the 57. Myers is comfortably in that second spot as it's another 10 back to the battle for third. Richner currently has it, but Duravage has closed in. And Josh Duravage looks to the inside of Scott Richner as they race into turn 3. 21 gets in just a little bit high, opens up the door inside, and here comes the 88. Richner has him at the stripe, but Duravage right there on the inside. They come off turn 2. It's still Richner on the outside. Duravage right alongside. They'll race together once again in a turn 3. Duravage sticks his nose in front, and Richner comes right back on the outside. Great battle for the number 3 spot between the 21 of Richner and the 88 of Duravage. Curtis LaGrave in the 72 looking for a way by as the 3rd and 4th place cars continue to go at it. Meanwhile, Bill Joyle is still maintaining that advantage on the 75 of Cody Myers. They run 1-2, black flag out on the 24 of Whitney. Now Durvaj had the lead for that third spot at the stripe. And he will move up and take third away from the 21 of Scott Richner, who tries to come right back on the inside. Now they race single file into turn 3. Durvaj in the 88, Richner the 21, LaGrave the 72. That's the 3-car battle for the number 3 spot as Bill Joyle sees the Weasel's popsicle sticks. 2 to go. If the superstar Cody Myers has anything for Bill Joyle, he better show it right now as Joyle gets the white flag. 1 to go for the 57. Up the backstretch, the final time. Joyle has to work his way around the slower car. He does with no problem. They'll come off turn 4. Checkered flag will be in the air. Bill Joyle will be your winner in the 57. Cody Myers finishes second. Third spot goes to the 88 of Durvaj. Fourth spot to the Scott Richner 21. And Curtis LaGrave Jr. rounds out the top 5 in car number 72. So just like the Keysville Napa Mini Modifieds and the JNS Steel Sportsman, Joyle will embark on his victory lane. Josh Durvaj getting ready to hop out of the 88 car. He will finish third tonight. Maintain his points lead in the Monster Energy Drink Bomber Division. There's the superstar, Cody Myers, hopping out of the 75. He is second. And once again, a dominating performance.
The division is chasing the 57, who wins for the 4th time in 2010. Bill Joyle from Sable Forks getting his 4th victory of the season. Now, the only thing that hasn't gone his way tonight is removing the steering wheel. He'll climb out of his car the old-fashioned way and slide past that steering wheel and come on over. Bill Joyle will have a word with you. Somebody said to me last week, after your 3rd victory, they said, you know, that Joyle kid's getting a lot better down in Victory Lane, and the reason is because you're ending up here so often. 4th time already. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Matt LaValle Loggin, Bridge Street Auction Service, the Book Society Cleansing. Visit my Facebook. Plates Firewood, Rosano Trucking, Mad River Pizza. Thank you.
And you've got the list down. Did you touch the car from last week?
Yeah, we had some dents and stuff to pound out, and I go through it every week and reset it up. Same thing, and it just goes good.
And you said last week in Victory Lane that it's that fine-tooth comb looking at the race car that you think is really paying off for you.
Yeah, late nights at the garage, spend a lot of time. Even though it doesn't need it, you still check it.
Well, I got a feeling you'll keep to whatever system you got because it's working for you. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, so Bill Joyle